The 2026 MotoGP season is poised to kick off with a bang on the track. Toprak Razgatlıoğlu, the king of extreme braking, issued a direct challenge to Marc Márquez, a living legend and an unwavering icon of modern motorcycle racing. Even before the first engine was fired, the scent of rivalry was palpable, hinting at a battle that could rewrite history. Could this be the start of the greatest rivalry of the decade? Let's discuss it. MotoGP is preparing to enter a new chapter filled with intrigue, prestige, and high tension. After officially confirming his move to the Yamaha factory team for the 2026 season, Razgatlıoğlu immediately ignited a rivalry with Marquez, one of the most legendary riders of this era. By openly challenging him, it wasn't just a casual remark. Toprak issued the challenge confidently in front of dozens of journalists and international media cameras. The world BK World Champion, known for his aggressive riding style, legendary late braking technique, and nearly unmatched cornering control, admitted that one of his biggest motivations for entering MotoGP was to duel with Marquez, a rival he considers the ultimate benchmark. Marc is an extraordinary rider, one of the best in history. He's been through difficult times, but he deserves to enjoy his resurgence now. We communicate frequently, and he knows I'm waiting for him on the track. Toprak stated defiantly at the official press conference. Yamaha's decision to recruit Toprak is a massive strategic gamble, and arguably one of their boldest decisions in the last decade. In recent seasons, Yamaha has often faltered, struggling to stem Ducati's absolute dominance while facing pressure from a consistently top-tier, increasingly competitive Aprilia. Yamaha is at a crossroads, in need of a new figure capable of rekindling its winning spirit. Toprak's arrival is expected to be a significant turning point, not only in terms of on-track performance, but also in terms of the team's image among fans who have begun to doubt Yamaha's direction. Toprak's flamboyant appearance, daring riding style, and reputation as one of the best brakers in the world are expected to bring a new dimension to the YZR-M1 Yamaha. Team manager Massimo Meregali emphasized his full support for Toprak, encouraging him to adapt quickly to the MotoGP prototype machine. Toprak's talent is undeniable. The biggest challenge will be transferring his skills from Superbike to MotoGP. We will work hard to give him a competitive bike from day one, and we believe his adaptation will inspire the entire team, Meregali emphasized. Observers believe that the duel between Toprak and Marquez in the Arling-Arleu season has the potential to be one of the biggest stories in MotoGP history this decade. Both riders exude an aura of insatiability. They hunger for victory, no matter the cost. Their riding styles share striking similarities. They are aggressive, determined, and relentless. Toprak relies on super late braking, which often leaves fans breathless and allows him to overtake other riders at the most unexpected moments, even in nearly impossible corners. On the other hand, Marquez relies on sharp racing instincts honed from hundreds of intense battles, lightning-fast reflexes that allow him to avoid accidents in a split second, and an ability to perform well under extreme pressure. Some analysts have compared this potential duel to legendary MotoGP rivalries like Rossi versus Lorenzo or Rossi versus Marquez, which once divided the world of MotoGP into two major camps. Social media is already heating up with ongoing debates. Fans call Toprak the new hope who will shake up the hierarchy, while Marquez supporters see him as a real chance to prove that he is ready to face fierce competition at MotoGP's highest level. The start of the season is highly anticipated, with all eyes on when these two true warriors will face each other on the track. But behind all the euphoria, another tension is quietly simmering, this time involving a figure who is never far from the spotlight: Valentino Rossi. The MotoGP legend has begun to express deep concern about Marc Márquez's extraordinary comeback. In the 2025 season, to many observers, Márquez's S8's world title seems inevitable, and his distance from Rossi's record 9 titles is shrinking. "I want to remain the best," Rossi said cautiously in an interview with Italian media. "Seeing Marc come back this strong makes me think he's not finished yet," Rossi cautiously told Italian media, as if subtly conveying that the threat is real. A world title record isn't just a number in the history book, it's a crowning glory and a symbol of supremacy that separates a legend from a mere champion. Rossi clearly doesn't want his record equaled, let alone surpassed, by a rival with whom he once had a heated rivalry. With Ducati Lenovo now providing him with a competitive bike, Marquez has already achieved crucial victories at Mugello and Assen, two circuits that have long been the domain of Rossi's protege, Francesco Bagnaia. Marquez's dominance on these tracks is a warning sign that he's not just back, but back with a vengeance. If Marquez finishes this season with a 9th title, he will tie Rossi's record. More worrying for Rossi, analysts believe Marquez still has a great chance of surpassing all of his records if he remains competitive in the next few seasons. The shadow is growing, and Rossi knows that. Once those records are broken, MotoGP history will never be the same. Rossi and Marquez have a long history filled with drama, tension, and unhealed wounds. It all began with a controversial incident. At the Sepang circuit in 2015, a moment that changed the course of MotoGP history, Rossi was penalized for a clash with Marquez, resulting in a backup V-grid start in Valencia. His dream of winning his 10th World Championship was shattered, and he still believes Marquez's interference is to blame. Since then, their relationship has been strained, showing no signs of recovery. Now the old flame has been rekindled, only for prestige on the track, but also for the global battle to be crowned the undisputed MotoGP king. Rumors are circulating that Rossi is preparing a cunning strategy to prevent Marquez from winning a 10th title. One such strategy is recruiting the sensational young star, Pedro Acosta, to his VR46 team, a move believed to be the ultimate weapon in this ongoing war. Ducati Course General Manager Gigi Dall'Agena responded to the heated news about Toprak Razgatlıoğlu's open challenge to Marc Márquez ahead of the 2026 season. In an exclusive interview, Dall'Agena said he respects Toprak's courage, but cautioned that competing against Marquez in MotoGP is very different from having a reputation in World SBK. Riders with guts, and Toprak certainly has that. However, MotoGP isn't just about an aggressive style or late braking. It's about consistency, the ability to read the race, and managing pressure on every lap. Marc is one of the best at it, Dall'Agena stated emphatically. He believes that Marquez is currently at the peak of his form with the Ducati Lenovo team, combining sharp racing instincts with a nearly perfect motorcycle. Marc isn't just fast, he's intelligent too. He knows when to attack and defend, and how to exploit his opponent's weaknesses. If Toprak wants to challenge him, he'll have to adapt faster than ever before, he continued. When asked about rumors that Ducati is losing its dominance in the second half of the 2025 season, Dall'Agena acknowledged that every team has its ups and downs. That's normal. The competition is getting tougher. Aprilia, KTM, and even Yamaha are starting to show resistance. But we have Marquez, Bagnaia, and Ineos 3 riders who can keep Ducati on track for the title, he explained. Now, all eyes are on two things. Will Marquez equal Rossi's record by the end of the 2025 season? And will Toprak's challenge lead to an epic duel in 2026? Leave your thoughts below.